Welcome to CSIT 308, Turning Ideas into Successful Companies. In today's session, we're going to look at development, milestones, and our exit plan. Goals. What do you want in the future, both for yourself and for your company? In founder-led and small companies, the personal goals of the entrepreneurs and the goals of the business should reasonably relate to one another. The vision that you and the other decision makers hold for your company shapes the nature of your day-to-day activities and should determine the priorities for the expenditure of your resources. You want to emphasize those actions that support your eventual aims. Go toward your vision. In assessing your business concept, consider which of the following visions you have for your company and yourself. Firstly, steady provider, the innovator, the quality leader, market or industry leader, the niche leader, international market or worldwide market seller, and the exploiter. If you want a company that is a market leader, you must position your company to grow to a substantial size. To give substance to your vision, express your goals in concrete terms. This process will help you understand and articulate your goals. It is meant for internal planning rather than for inclusion in a written business plan, especially one preferred for outside funding. Take a look at strategies. You now must consider what business strategies you will take to help your company from its present situation toward your long-term goals. Now, developing an overall strategy gives you the basis for deciding on the priorities for specific actions and expenditure of funds. Among the business strategies you might undertake are market penetration, promotion and support, and expansion. The others are increased focus, how to diversify, how to go global, and how to be able to refocus. We'll take a look now at milestones achieved and future milestones. You may describe your company as a startup. Your potential investor may think of you as a startup, but many new companies already have histories, sometimes impressive ones, before they have a written business plan. You can inspire confidence in your company by indicating this past history in your business plan. You can also demonstrate your ability to set and meet goals, delineating the milestones you've achieved to date. Likewise, show the level of commitment you've made to your new business. A potential investor can get a sense of the financial and time expenditures that you have had to invest to reach the achievements to date. Future milestones. How will you and your investors know that you are making sufficient progress toward your goals? If your long-term goal is to reach, say, 3 million sales in a year, in about 5 years, how much do you need in sales on the year-to-year basis, or by year 2 and year 3? In the daily press of business, it can often seem that you are making no progress at all. At a given time, you have a stack of bills to pay, troublesome customers, and problems with your staff. So you need to have a reminder that you have, in fact, been able to move forward from the goal set with your timelines. A milestone list allows you and your financing sources to see what specifically their plan is to accomplish, and it clearly sets out delineated objectives. These objectives are part of your business plan and are included with the written document. How will you and your investors know that you are making sufficient progress toward your goals? Investors make financial decisions based on an evaluation of the potential risk versus potential reward. They will naturally consider what risk your company faces whether or not you outline such risk in your plan. Showing that you have already addressed the potential risk in your business assures investors that you are not just naively optimistic in your planning. What is your exit plan? When banks or individuals lend you money, it's clear how they expect to get their money back and make a profit. You are to pay them out of income with interest. They evaluate your business on the basis of whether they think there's enough profit in your operating budget to pay them back the loan. But how do investors get their money back? Since investors become owners of the company through their stock holdings, their profit is earned in a different manner than banks and lenders. Some investors may be putting money in for the long run, expecting to take an active part in the development and operation of the company and getting their reward through the distribution of profits. Other investors, however, especially venture capitalists, eventually plan to liquidate their investments to convert their holdings to cash or easily traded stocks. Ideally, these investors want to know at the outset how they will get a substantial profit out of their investment. They want to see your exit plan. How do we develop an exit strategy? After all, you've devoted substantial time and money of your own to this company, and you should have an idea of the way in which you will recap rewards. Annual income is the major motivation for many entrepreneurs, but ideally your company will have worth beyond its annual profits, and you should eventually benefit from that worth. If there is more than one partner or principal in the business, creating a clear exit strategy can reduce the friction that comes from having unspoken exit assumptions. One founder may dream of building a company worth millions with the aim of selling it in the next 5 years, while the other founder may hope to build a modest business to run for many years to come. Novice entrepreneurs often imagine being able to buy out their investors, but this is not usually a realistic option. In companies that are very successful, the investor has little motivation to sell, and the amount of money needed to purchase their stock could be prohibitive. In less successful companies, the investors may want to get out, but the entrepreneur is unlikely to have the extra cash necessary to buy them out. So how are we going to prepare the development, milestone, and exit strategy section of our plan? Simply, in preparing a business plan for outside investors, the two most important aspects of your development section are your milestone lists and the description of your exit plan. Through these, investors get a clear idea of how the company has grown, will continue to grow, and how you will realize the financial rewards. For a plan to be used for internal purposes, more details can be included about the specific priorities for expenditures of resources, making your plan a useful tool that you can refer to frequently when making major expenditure decisions. Thank you very much. It brings us to the end of